It's a cold day. I'm in a poofy jacket. Now earlier I tried to think maybe I could be cooler, take it off and go in the sweatshirt, but I can't. I can't do that. And you know why? I'm too old to be cold. And that's a little bit like this 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan. You might think you need the coolest Escalade V. You don't. But you do need the 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan, especially this SEL R line. Woof! It's got more power than it should, it's got more style than it should, and it's got more tech than it should. It's just a compact SUV for Pete's sake, and it only costs $43,000 like this? Welcome to Dad Drives on Hot Cars. I'm Bradley Hasemeyer, father of two and a car enthusiast just like you. This series is dedicated to those men and women out there looking for the best family vehicle they can find. So if you like what you're hearing, hit subscribe and figure out what new car you might want to think about next. On to the show. This is the 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan, just a boring compact SUV, right? Wrong. I mean, it's practically a Golf R as an SUV. Interested now? And how about this one here coming in around $43,000 for all of this? Pretty impressive. Let's start with the exterior. This is the third generation Tiguan, and it's got a bolder front, a little bit wider, so the stance looks better. I love what's going on here. Standard adaptive headlights. I mean, the base price on one of these is about $32,000. You're getting a roof rack, you're getting the same general style. Also in the front here, because this is the R, so this is the top line, you get a singular light bar in the front, backlit VW badge. You know, I'll be honest, when I first saw these kind of rolling down the street like that, I was like, I don't know, is that like a little braggadocious? Not necessarily that a Volkswagen is super braggy, but just like you're backlighting your own logo. But I will admit, it looks really good at night. Walk up to the car, you get puddle lights that come out from the mirrors. You get this walk-up display of the lights kind of lighting up. It's a really cool process. I like this huge, bold grille up front, these giant vents to help cool down this turbo. One design element that I will say kind of stands out to me, and I'm not sure what you guys think about this, but the hood, because it comes here and then stops, whereas most cars, it comes all the way over. So you would lift the hood from here. You lift the hood from here. It's almost like a pop-top Coke can, or I think the Kia, right? Kia has a car like this, the Soul, where it's kind of like blocked off. I don't know. It's a design thing. It is what it is. But that's one thing that kind of stood out to me, because now we got line. This has been over for a line, and then a line here. So just something to point out. I love these 20-inch wheels. They look really slick. And because there's these black gloss painted kind of wheel arches, when you look back, the whole car looks like it's lifted up, and that has a lot to do with the wheels as well. So that's cool. Hey kids, what's a pirate's favorite trim line for their Volkswagen? R. I just had to get that one in there. R badges. R badges. In the back, you have that same kind of singular light bar that goes across with the backlit display, the SEL Turbo nomenclature down here, as well as 4Motion, which is their all-wheel drive. Talk about that when I talk about performance. One thing that is missing, though, what do you think? Look back here. What's something you would normally see, especially on a vehicle that feels more performance-oriented, as this R line does? What is it missing? Yes, that's right. Bobby, I see you in the back of the class. Exhaust. The exhaust pipes. I would love to have seen some kind of quad exhaust in something like this. I know it's a compact SUV, but it drives, like I said, more like a Golf R as an SUV. Also, kudos to the Dadgineers of Volkswagen. Look how fast this hatch opens. Oh, not only the exhaust are missing, like I said before, you'll also notice no third row. I like that, because when you have to plan or engineer around a possible third row, I've seen it. I'm not an engineer, but I've seen in vehicles that do this, that second row gets a little bit tighter to the front. No third row, not even an option. If you want that, you go Atlas, that's fine. But in terms of cargo back here, there's some cool little cubbies. They've done that really well. There's a manual pull, and you lower down the seat. Goes all the way flat. That was great, because I was loading in something long to return back for Amazon. That was easy to do. There is a spare under here, spare under there. So, very good situation back here. This, obviously, like a hatch, covers up everything that's back here, which is really nice. But if you do have something tall, you can pop it out. Well, it pops out. I took it out before. And it's pretty easy to put back in. Get down there. When you get in, you're instantly greeted with, wait, where am I? Am I in a Mercedes right now? Am I in a previous generation BMW before it went too crazy? No, you're in a Volkswagen, and you're happy about it. American walnut wood. We're talking about a 15-inch screen here. It's normally 12.9, but because this is the top level R line, 15 inches. Admittedly, I think that's a little bit too big, but kind of like in the Golf R where I thought the screen was a little too big, but it's very responsive, crisp. Apple CarPlay looks great on it. There are a couple climate buttons that you can get to. It's kind of a mix between hard and soft. They're not like the physical push buttons, but you don't have to go through the screen as well. They are backlit. That's something they've changed over the past few years, because before in the dark you had to hunt around for volume and temperature and all that. This has a heated seat, a ventilated seat, a massaging seat. Again, guys, $43,000 for 2-row compact SUV with pretty good fuel economy. This has the Harman Kardon updated audio system, so it's got an amp, it's got a bunch of speakers. The luxury element inside this has been such a surprise to me. The materials in the door, you've got leather, you have cross-stitched piping, you've got some kind of like mesh dot things there. You also have this really kind of cool backlit, I don't know, pixels, I guess. I'm sure Volkswagen has a good name for it. It's in front of the passenger. It's on both of the doors. The ambient lighting in here is beautiful. One of my kids' favorite things to do while we're driving is to say, hey, Volkswagen, change the ambient lighting to blue, and then bloop, it becomes blue. Yes, there's a voice feature just for Volkswagen in here, which is great. In terms of cup holders, this is very important to me. There's two things that are very important to me for dad life that I think are important to you: cup holders and windows. This checks both of those boxes, not just has windows. Stick with me. Cup holders, yes, but big bottles fit in the door easily, and all 4 windows, 1 touch up, 1 touch down. I mean, that just seems like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many of the cars I review do not have that. They cost more than this, by the way. And again, base is like 30, 32, something like that. So find something in between if you want, but you're gonna love the engine. I'll get to performance in just a second. The interior space here also features something that I've seen in Hyundai and I really like. There's basically like a little clip, like a clipboard for your phone to push it and hold it against the wireless charger. If you've driven a modern car and you've tried to charge your phone on a wireless charger, any slight bump or move will basically knock it off the charge. Doesn't charge super fast anyway, so you think you're doing a good thing, and then you get there and you realize, I still have no juice. Well, not here, because there's a clip, and they know dad life, things get bumped around. Keeps your phone right here, little holster right next to you. Love that. Nice little center console area there. My jacket's getting in my mouth way. There's space here. You can even remove this if you need more. It was great to be able to throw some couple of like peanut butter bars for some snacks, keys, that kind of stuff in there. Then this slides out. You put your elbow right there. If you want it higher, you can do that. Even higher, you can do that. I love the way that Volkswagen's thought this through. I also love the giant panoramic roof. It's excellent, easy to use. Of course, you can pull the screen. You can open the sunroof that way too. You know, in other times I've been in Volkswagen Tiguans, it's just felt cheap, like a cheap rental car. Not the case here. I know 40,000 isn't nothing, but 43K head-up display. It's got basically their semi-autonomous driving feature as well, which will help you lane change. It's got all the 360 camera stuff that you want. I'm just really impressed with this. And then the back seat, great space. If you're riding in the back seat, you've got loads of leg room. I'm 6'1" sitting up here, and I can sit back here and check this out. I mean, what is that? 8 inches, a foot, 2 feet, 20 feet? I can't even really measure anymore, but it's plenty of space. Leg up, leg down, plenty of space for my legs here, little storage spot here, and heated seat, plus my own climate control. Because you're getting 3 zones of climate control, which is great, because you, your partner, and your kids can enjoy their own different temperatures. That's powerful. I love that there's heated seats, USB-C charging back here. One downside, no vents in the ceiling, no vents on this B pillar, so everything's got to come out of the middle. I don't love that. That's a downside for sure. The doors back here feel a little bit more plasticky, so they know that the driver is the one buying the car, not the kids. They're not the ones driving that buying decision, but they're at least nice enough to have some of the Harman Kardon speakers back here. They also hold large water bottles back here, so I like that, and obviously plenty of space for a car seat. All right, Dad, I've got 1 bar of battery on here, and you and I both know I don't want to take the time to switch it, so let's get to it. Talking performance in the 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan. Let's talk about horsepower. Man, this thing's fun. 268 horsepower. It also weighs 170 pounds less than last year. 170 pounds. That's a lot. All right, you guys like that sound? Well, that sound is brought to you exclusively through the R model because it's 268 horsepower. Yes, the standard is 201 horses. They've been able to add 67 more horses. I had to do quick math there, guys. Thankfully, I'm helping my kids with their homework. 67 more horses just in this model, and man, is it worth it. Absolutely changes the game. What an absolutely fun vehicle. But guess what? Same engine. They did a bigger turbo. They adjusted some of the components in terms of materials and all that, but they were still able to keep it in that little 2-liter turbo. Really impressive. And that's kind of why it's giving me the Golf R vibes. A little bit of the sound, though I do wish there were quad exhaust pipes in the back, like I said before. But you get kind of this compact, quick feel to the car. It feels like it's ready to have fun, and the fact that it's all-wheel drive means I feel much safer about, you know, it's not like you're gonna break the wheels loose. This isn't 500 horsepower, but still, I feel confident in that 4Motion all-wheel drive. You do have different drive modes. I'm in Sport currently. I do have a flappy paddle gearbox, as our former Top Gear guys would say. But yeah, paddle shifters on the steering wheel, nice. Just a fun, way much more fun than it should be. That's what I'm saying about this car, is it's more of everything than it should be. It's got more style, it's got more power, it's got more tech. We've got massaging seats in a compact SUV. I don't even know in a non-luxury category if you can even get that anywhere else. I don't know if that's even possible. We may have to fact check that, but I don't see that happening. In terms of the way that it drives, yes, it's still, you know, it still is a compact SUV, so higher ride height, which means that center of gravity is lifted up. I know I was hating on Escalades before, but man, that's a good looking Escalade. All right, and your steering still feels in control, even though you're kind of wobbly a little bit. In terms of oh, that's not where I'm going. I'm going right here. In terms of kind of off-road performance, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's got a bit of an overlanding-ness to it. You can't go through 2.5 feet of water, but basically all your campground access, all your trailheads, all that are going to be accessible through this. I have a friend who skis. She took some shots the other day, and I was like, oh, cool. Is that your Atlas? And she was like, no, it's my Tiguan. And I was like, what? And that thing had been to the top of the mountain. It had a roof nest on top. It had her skis in there. All that, it's like totally outfitted. Driving on a gravel road right now might be a little bit louder. Just feels right at home. I really appreciate how, you know, this is the SUV when you don't need an FUV. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need the giant, huge thing. You need to be able to park it in your garage, put it in your driveway, drive it down the street in an urban environment, or a Trader Joe's grocery parking lot, because those are notoriously terrible for size and space. And if you need 3 rows, obviously this is not the car for you, but I am so impressed with what Volkswagen has done here. Good job, boys and girls. All right, so there you go. I think I did it. My battery light's blinking, so I better do this fast. Make sure you're following us for up-to-the-minute social media drops. We've got unveils. We've got people who are at concours and all kinds of different things going on, bringing you all kinds of automotive news and up-to-the-minute updates on new vehicles. Follow me at Hasemeyer on TikTok, BHaz on Instagram. Make sure you're checking out the whole article at at hotcars.com. At hotcars.com. There'll be lots of photos. There'll be even more thoughts that I had. But after a week with this, 7 full days, I am so surprised by the Tiguan. I'm really impressed with what Volkswagen has done here in terms of size, space, technology, power, all of it. Kudos. Kudos to you, Dadgineers at Volkswagen. All right. I'm off to run errands because #dadlife. Have a great day, enjoy your day, and keep dadding. Yes, honey, Costco, then Target, and then tires rotated and balanced on your car. I got you. All right. Love you, bye.